Artificial hearts, an answer to a big problem. An artificial heart is a medical device with one function, keeping you alive when your heart is really sick and a transplant is not an option. But how does it work? Here we will find out. At first, it will be logical to think that this device must do the same things that a biological heart does, and this is basically to pump blood to the lungs and to the rest of the body. Well, that's pretty much what an artificial heart does, and it manages to do it really well. This is because the heart can be expressed as a compartment with 4 cavities, 2 atriums and 2 ventricles, one on each side, and its job is just to contract and expand so the blood can flow through it. The blood that comes from the body is low in oxygen, so it enters the right atrium and then the right ventricle, finding its way out to the lungs. Right after that, it comes from the lungs to the left atrium, then the left ventricle, and finally it's pumped to the rest of the body. In a real heart, this pumping is activated by neural connections, and this is where the artificial heart differs. Between the cavities of the medical device, there is a hermetically sealing mechanism that performs the function of a heart wall, generating blood pumping motions. In its interior, an electric engine spins a centrifugal bomb to rotate between 5,000 and 9,000 revolutions per minute. This bomb expels a hydraulic viscous liquid and a second engine turns the valve of closing and opening. When the left section of the hydraulic bomb is filled with liquid, the pressure makes the blood to leave the left cavity. Remember that the bomb is hermetically sealed, so there is no contact between the blood and the other fluid. While the left cavity expels the blood, the right section of the bomb expels the fluid, releasing the pressure and allowing the blood to enter. The same process is repeated the other way around, to expel the blood from the right cavity and allowing its entrance at the left cavity. It's important to have in mind that it's not that easy to connect a device to your body to replace an organ due to the reaction that your body may have on the new implant. In this particular case, the cardiac valves are made of biocompatible polymers and titanium. The artificial heart weighs approximately 1 kg, and the internal battery, coil electric induction, and control module weighs another kilogram. Each required about 20 watts of electric energy. This is why it's necessary to be constantly charging from lithium batteries in the patient belt.
Created using Powtoon.